Hello, today I will be speaking to you about a nonprofit organization that is a great influence in my local community. At my high school in Arizona, a school with over 3,000 students, I remember seeing maybe 5 or 6 pregnant students during my 2 years attending there. When I moved to Hobbs, New Mexico in the middle of high school and began attending Hobbs High School, a school with under 1,000 students, I remember seeing a classmate or hearing about a classmate who was pregnant at least every other week. How can these teen pregnancy rates in the same nation differ so much? What can we do in our local communities to reduce these rates? My Power Incorporated is a nonprofit organization located in Hobbs, New Mexico that has committed its work to empower the female youth of Lee County and reduce the prevalence of teen pregnancy in the area. My Power enlists the help of local educators, influential women, and other women in the community to volunteer at events, mentor young girls and teens, and participate in programs that are in conjunction with Hobbs Municipal Schools. High teen pregnancy rates and a lack of higher education have been caused by a lack of and resistance to sexual education in our schools and by a lack of motivation for the younger generation in the area. This can be prevented or greatly reduced by the efforts of My Power Incorporated. Teen pregnancy rates in Lee County are much higher than the averages of most states in the country. The National Conference of State Legislatures reports that the New Mexico rate of teen birth is 43.3, which is much higher than other states. My Power's website reports that in 2009, there were 263 teen pregnancies in all of Lee County. The Hobbs News-Sun, our local newspaper, reported in July of 2015 that the average annual rate is 45 pregnancies per year at Hobbs High School. My Power has worked the past several years to get this rate under control and has successfully done so. Their website reports that in 2013, there were 139 teen pregnancies in Lee County, which is a reduction of almost 50% since 2009. This reduction is largely in part to the work performed by My Power. The high prevalence of teen pregnancies in this area also leads to a lack of higher education and a lower quality of life for the younger generation. Instead of pursuing higher education, teen mothers are often forced to obtain low-level employment positions to provide for their families. Without advanced education, teen mothers settle for lower incomes and are often forced into poverty conditions. This is due to the increased likelihood of having a second child soon after becoming a teen mother. There is also a greater likelihood of becoming a single teen mother. The National Conference of State Legislatures reports that 8 out of 10 teen fathers do not stay with the child's mother. They also report that 25% of teen mothers are on welfare within 3 years of having their first child. These hardships faced by the youth and teens of Lee County are largely in part to the lack of sexual education in schools and the resistance to the education that is provided. The Post and Courier states that many programs put in place by school districts focus on abstinence and fail to properly educate about contraception and other sexual education-related topics. This is present in school districts all throughout the nation, not just in Lee County. Although I believe in abstinence for religious reasons, I feel that sexual education needs to include contraception and have a broader subject content other than abstinence in order to educate teens properly and reduce teen pregnancy rates all over the nation. In my time in high school, I only had one short sexual education course that focused on staying abstinent and showed us pictures of STDs rather than explaining the STDs and how they can affect our lives, and rather than explaining how teen pregnancy can affect our lives. This course failed to provide me and my fellow classmates with information about contraception and other relevant topics that teens need to be aware of. A lack of motivation and resistance to change is also a cause for the problem of high teen pregnancy rates. The National Conference of State Legislatures reports that children of teen parents are 3 times more likely to become teen parents themselves. This trend continues for generations and is commonly seen in Lee County. These teens follow the paths of their parents and continue to endure hardships because they lack the knowledge and the life skills necessary to defeat the trend and change this cycle. These are the types of skills and knowledge that My Power is trying to instill in the youth of Lee County. Working in public education, I often see the hardships and difficulties of young mothers, but I also get to experience the great work that My Power is doing. My Power strives to pull the younger generations in Lee County out of the continuous teen parenting cycle. They provide them with necessary life skills, the tools to make good choices, and they encourage academic excellence. Through quantum camps for junior high and high school students, they are educating the young women in our community over sexual education topics and other life topics, and allowing them to form independence from stereotypes and community definitions. They also encourage the young girls through weekly mentor circles in the elementary schools. These mentor circles foster communication and empower the young girls to excel in everything they pursue. In order for My Power to continue its great work, they must continue to receive support from the local community. Financial support can be provided to fund their travel, supplies, expenses, and anything else they may need to continue their great work. Item donations can also be made to provide them with things they may need for their camps and mentor circles. Local individuals can also volunteer their time as a weekly mentor, a guest speaker, a counselor at their summer quantum camps, or through many other of their program options. Through the work and continued support of My Power, we can transform the future of Lee County to rid ourselves of stereotypes and definitions like this. Instead of being known for things like high teen pregnancy rates, the hardships of teen motherhood like low income, sacrificing for their children, instead of going to college, they support their children with a low-level job. We don't want to be defined by pregnancies, but rather by academics and the strength of our youth. We want to be defined by more than statistics of high teen pregnancy, low-income youth, and the hardships of teen motherhood. Instead, we want to be characterized by strong, empowered youth who pursue academic excellence, visions for the future, and are motivated to change traditions and create a better community. We want to be known by words like empowered, encouraged, inspired, strong, confident, smart, motivated. We want our youth to have a vision for the future. We want them to excel in everything they do, in academics, in their life, and in their dreams. The National Conference of State Legislatures also reports that college graduates earn $17,500 more annually than high school graduates. We want the teens and youth of Lee County to continue their education, to prosper for their families, and to create a better community. Empowering today's youth and providing them with necessary life skills will create an exceptional community, strengthen the values of generations to come, and will allow them to follow the words of Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. We need the change in this world, and My Power is striving to be that change and empowering the girls to make their own changes. Thank you.